So for the past year, we've been enjoying college, or past 2.5 years, we've been enjoying college. Well, the past year, I have been hanging out with high school students, playing games, making a fool of myself, but also at the same time showing them love and introducing them to Jesus Christ. My name is Melika, and I am a Young Life leader here in the greater Austin. Thank you, St. Edward's students, for being here and listening to a volunteer opportunity. I will be talking about what Young Life is, how to get involved with it, the area that I specifically volunteer with, and the change it has on our students, us, and the benefits from it. So, beginning with what is Young Life? So Young Life is, I have on here on the form, it can be broken down into 5 C's. So the first thing is caring for kids, or other words, contact work. Contact work being just hanging out with kids, going to the school lunches, going in the morning, bringing donuts to them, going to their sporting events, and just hanging out with them on their day-to-day, on your schedule and our schedule. The second thing is Party with a Purpose, which is our club. We host those every Monday night, and we have mixers, games, skits, just all fun and games, and at the very end we wrap it up with a quick 5 to 10 minutes about talking about Jesus and why we need him in our life. Next we have the best week of our life, which is camp. That can either be in the form of a weekend camp that we have during the winter, or during the summer, which is a full-length week camp that they host all around the country. And this summer, we as an area will be going to Crooked Creek, which is in Colorado. Next C is a time to question, learn, and grow, which is our campaigners, which we all know as Bible study, and that's a time that we're able to go in more depth with the Word. Versus where club we have more fun, this is more of a serious setting, and that they're able to ask us questions. And then lastly, we have Adults Who Care, which is our committee. And those are adults from the area, the college, the school, who are there supporting us college students in our area for whatever we need. Prayers, supplies, money, all of that. So that's kind of a sum up of like what Young Life is. Our goal, so in our Austin area, there's about 200,000 students that reach from all the way to Round Rock and Cedar Park, all the way to down south here, all the way east to Manor, and west to Westlake and Travis area. But we are only reaching about 2,000 students, and we want that. That is our goal, is to be able to reach out to all those 200,000 students. So how to get involved? So here in the Austin area, it's run through UT. So it's starting in the spring semester. They have trainings that you would go to each week, and during those trainings, you learn about the different areas. So the different clubs and the different schools that you can participate in is your regular high schools, middle schools, private schools, Capernaum, which is our special needs area, our Young Lives, which are moms who have babies, and then Urban, which is I'm a part of. And so you go through those many weeks, you grab a shadow amongst that, and you go and follow what it is to be a Young Life leader. And you have a lot of fun. You go to sporting events, you can go to clubs, you can just hang out with them, and you really see like if this is what you want to do and if this is something that you want to dedicate your time to. Lastly, after that, you will go through an interview process, and then you go through placement night. Placement night is the biggest night of the year for Young Life, and this is where the new trainees are placed on teams that they will be with till the end of their college career. So a year ago, I was placed in the northeast area, and that is our urban area, one of our urban areas here in Austin. And so now I'm going to transition into talking about what my experience has been and what it means to be in an urban area. So our area is predominantly Hispanic and African American, and of low socioeconomic income. And out of the 3 schools we have Reagan High School, Lanier, and LBJ LASA. So within those 3 schools, there's a total of 4,792 students according to the Austin Independent School District, and we are roughly hitting about 200 to 300 students among out of that 4,000. And part of that is we want to reach more, but we're unable to because of the lack of leaders who want to be a part of this area. And some people would say that these urban kids are forgotten, like nobody wants to reach out to them. They're and to reference back to like what we see in our area, it's a verse from the Bible. It's in Luke, and it's like, for the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. And so we kind of see ourselves as going to those kids who are forgotten, and that has impacted my life. I have 4 to 5 girls that I hang out with twice a week minimum, so in the beginning I had no girls. They thought I was this weird white girl who was trying to be friends with them, and they would make fun of me. And I experienced, after we got over that hump of me being white, we finally got to know each other, and I've experienced the good and the bad, going through boyfriends and fights. I had to break up a fight, and they were very unhappy with me, and so you think, oh no, like they don't want to associate with me anymore, like they don't like me. But then 2 weeks later, they were texting me excited to come to club and ready to continue on with our relationship. And ultimately, that's what these kids want. They want these deep relationships that they don't have because they don't have those consistent relationships in their life. And so that's just kind of like my experience this past year in Northeast Austin. And then to continue on with the change. So in high school, if you didn't have a mentor, we struggled through high school stuff, and you probably wanted someone there, but you maybe not have been there. And so that's where we come in. Teachers are like, reach out to the children to better them for their future and this and that, but these students don't listen to the teachers. And so this is how it's another perspective on us coming in and helping these kids, so they don't drop out, so they don't get pregnant, so they see college in the future where their parents don't encourage it at all. So it's changing their lives in the sense of like we're giving them hope for what there is, and then they're also changing our lives as leaders because we get to see a new perspective on life that we may have been in a bubble about life about. The benefits is that you get to develop these deep relationships. You truly get to love on kids that you may not even thought about wanting to do, but you really enjoy it in the end because it benefits you. So to kind of wrap up what I said, so we talked about Young Life and how to get involved with it and what it is. And to end it, our vision, Young Life's vision, is that every adolescent will have the opportunity to meet Jesus Christ and follow him. So if you guys have any questions.